in scoring position with two gone. From the stretch, as the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball one. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Now the 1-0 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Now the 2-0. Finds the zone, strike one.
I can't imagine that pitcher was trying to put it right over the heart of the plate. Thank God he took that pitch right there, or he'd be getting one back from the umpire.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Men on third with two down. Bounce it to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One left for Colorado. They lead it 4-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch on the way. Bo Bichette is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Acuna's there for it. 1 out.
The left fielder, number 22, Christian Yelich.
In is Christian Yelich. Now the first pitch.
No, that's down.
Yelich, playing here in his age 29 season. He's a 9-year major league vet. And right into the shift. Reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Number 60.
Next to bat for St. Louis, Patrick Wisdom struck out in his first at-bat. Here it comes.
Oh, that's out. Oh, that's big out.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Liner towards second. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Schmidt now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. It's a swing and a high pop-up. Piazza is there. One down.
Now batting, catcher, Joe Mauer.
Stepping in next, Joe Mauer. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch of the AB now. Swing and a flare down the line. In there, a base hit.
Hey, they're not all beautiful, and they don't all have to be. Just throwing a lawn dart over the third baseman's head right there. Beautiful piece of hit.
In now, Jim Thome, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Mauer stands at first with one out. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Evan Longoria will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. The 0-1 on its way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. A line shot to third base. Throw to the bag, and the runner's back in time.
Now back, second base, Torres.
Now to bat, Gleyber Torres. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. He's got it. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Rockies 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Here's Odor now. They'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the 1-0. On the ground to the right side. Cortes brings it in, and there's one down now.
The center fielder, number 13, Brian Reynolds.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Brian Reynolds. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First delivery to him. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Swing, strike 2.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Lindor onto the grass. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him up, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box, Roberto Clemente. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. And Goldschmidt will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail here 4-0. Michael King is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 73, Michael King.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Ronald Acuna struck out in his last trip to the plate. Now here's the first offering. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mike Trout.
So 1 gone in the inning, and here's the always dangerous center fielder, Mike Trout. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Bichette is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Next to dig in, Francisco Lindor. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Bottom of the inning now, and here comes the first baseman, Stan Musial.
The first baseman, Stan Musial.
Here's the pitch.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
And it's 1-1 to Stan the man.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
One and two, here it comes. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. It was a walk in his last trip. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. One out, nobody on. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Ball 2.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better of chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
At the plate now, Mike Piazza, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Swing and a line drive, but this will get foul for strike 2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only one strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
2 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Torres ranging into the outfield. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 4-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Manny Ramirez. He bounced out last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. The Cardinals entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
That's popped up. And the 8th will start with a bang, as this should be extra bases. And he will make it there as the Rockies are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Now, time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Jason Dominguez will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Now running at second base, number 60, Jason Dominguez.
At the plate, Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Yelich going back to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The throw is wild, and it gets away. And they'll tack on one more as this is now a 5-0 game. And he is out at third. So credit him with a double and an RBI here.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Into the box now, Joe Mauer. As he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The throw into second.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Standing in now, Jim Thome, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
The 2-0 on the way. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Now batting, the third baseman, Evan Longoria.
So here is Evan Longoria. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Looked like a breaking ball there, but it missed badly. 2-0.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
The 2-0. Mauer at second with 2 down. And it's fouled away. Pops this one up. Bichette waits on it. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. Rockies forced to settle for 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rockies 5 and the Cardinals nothing. Jason Dominguez will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Now at the plate is Bo Bichette. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First pitch on the way. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. Now a swing and a chance for Goldschmidt over at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Number 22, Christian.
Up next, Christian Yelich. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. And the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
1-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 2 for Christian Yelich.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Next up, Patrick Wisdom, 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
At the ball. Count 1-0.
Takes this the other way to right. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Scott Alexander enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Set and the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Alexander has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
The 0-2 home, and a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Here now the 2-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch. That one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Here's the 0-1. Pitch is a called strike. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. Looking to throw back to second. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And he misses there, 1-2.
You know, there aren't many guys that could just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Francisco Lindor is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Getting a few steps off his second there. Now the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now a spin and a throwback to second. And he'll get back in safely. Acuna stands at second with 2 gone. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And add 1 more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
In now, Jason Dominguez standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. He's running. And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. And that one got a piece of him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Now at the plate here is Paul Goldschmidt. In his last at-bat, he was thrown out trying to stretch a double into a triple.
And if you remember, it was kind of one of those cardinal sin type of mistakes. Whether it was him or the third base coach, you cannot make the first or third out at third, especially when you had a double in the bag.
As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And the runner is in from second. In to score is the runner from first. It's 8-0.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Jimmy Cordero comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So now to the plate, Joe Mauer. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. The 1-0 home. 2 out here and a runner at second. offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a liner. Goldschmidt rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score, and they now lead by 9. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Into the box, Jim Thome, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-2. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird way to end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Rockies 9 and the Cardinals nothing. Jordan Romano will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring up the 2nd baseman, Rougned Odor. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch.
count.
Brian Reynolds waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brian Reynolds. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering. Down the third baseline. Scooped up. And that's the first out.
The right fielder, number 21.
And definitely worth another look with our show track down. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. At the plate, Roberto Clemente. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Romano, a right-hander going 6'5". He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Swings through it for strike number 2. Fouled off. Here's the 1-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Stan Musial waits on deck. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
To the plate now, Stan Musial. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. The 1-1. Odor at second with 2 down. Chopped weakly to the left. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. He brings it in, and the Rockies will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. Colorado led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Nestor Cortes Jr. earns his first win of the season, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Final line score for the ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Rockies, 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For St. Louis, no runs on only 2 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.